Hey guys, so talking words helps. Every single day you grow yourself, you help yourself to understand things, you give content online, you give something online from you, you entertain people, you're looking for words to say, you're looking for something to do, and you're helping and you're just understanding things and you're speaking your mind. That's the main thing. So every single day understanding where you're coming from, understanding that you can make those events around people. You just have to position yourself in that regard. So, what are some steps that you can take to typically get to that stage overall? So, what you can do is position yourself in a way of becoming a somebody in your field. For example, posting information online about what you do, basically practicing to eventually learn something new, but also to practice your ability to speak, to talk, to write, to whatever it is that can help you to understand things and learn to grow. So you have to understand that you have to learn to grow yourself, and you have to help yourself to understand that there are nice aspects of life out there, but it's all inside. Everything is inside. So when you find yourself at home a lot and you don't have a lot of friends, for example, what do I do in my situation? So let's say I don't have a lot of friends. What do I do in that specific situation? I basically just create things. I'm not desperate for friends. I have family. I have people around me that matter to me. And I talk to the people who do want to be in my life. I do talk to people who want to know about me, and I have a communication signal to just grow myself in a way that I'm learning from people, basically learning what I can learn from people. So there's a world out there where you can go online inside of yourself, basically on YouTube, and you can learn from people and what they have experienced. And that's how you're connecting with people also, through their programs, through their mentality, through their specific things that they do for their success. So what's been my success? Well, my success is basically 2,500 videos on YouTube, my life experiences, also 11 hours of music that I've created, basically 70,000 quotes that I've written, and basically 32 years of life. I've had sex multiple times. I've traveled Europe. I've traveled Australia. So I have money in my life. I have God in my life. I have family in my life. I have a roof over my head, for example. I have a car. I have a subwoofer in my car. And I have Sydney, Australia. I have got Australia in my life. I speak good English. For example, I speak Serbian as well. And basically, I have a boogie board, I have an e-writer, I got a phone, I got a plasma screen TV. For example, I have a nice bed to sleep on. I have an e-writer. I have e-writing in my life. I got Code Zero, which is a typical way of speaking with yourself. I let my hand do all the talking as well. Most of the talking my hand does with myself. And I understand that I'm always talking, I'm always learning. I have some things in my life. I've got success. I went Las Vegas, for example. I went America. And I've got friends around, I can go poker, I can go night clubbing, I can go events, music events, all this kind of stuff. But there's something more all the time, like you're always trying to achieve more. You're always trying to experience something different. You're always trying to learn something different. There's so much to learn, There's so much aspects of life that you can learn in your daily life. And now the next step is just getting to a place where you can make events around people as quickly as possible. Basically, getting to that stage, right? So, practicing online, posting information online, getting to a stage where you're just posting information online. You're posting online every single day, but you're learning in the process because you're air writing and you're stimulating your mind and you're growing. But you're working in daily life, 9-to-5 job. You have 2 sources of income and you're looking for ways to have a third source of income, So you have to put some money in, start ClickFunnels with paid advertising, have a social media presence, and basically when you're ready, you're going to grow into it and you're going to be able to eventually do all that for yourself because you got the next 50 years of life to live life, and life is a blessing. So just don't compare yourself to people. I found myself today at work. I was going to work today and I found like I was upset, like the rush of work. I have to go work and shit. And I'm thinking, fuck, like while I'm working, they're having sex. Or while I'm working, they're going to a party, and that made me feel shit, because I was comparing with people, so you have to understand that there's so much to achieve in life, there's so much aspects of life to learn. There's unlimited wisdom in life that you can learn, and let's just say you're not going to learn everything there is to know in this life, So what you have to understand is you have to learn what you can learn to get to the stage that you need to be at, which is your best version. You want to be your best version. That means exercising. That means lifting weights. That means basically being vegan. That means creating assets in life, making events around people, public speaking, writing, posting information online every day, creating content, DJing, traveling the world, We all want these things in our lives. we all want to become someone in this world. We all want to leave a legacy behind, to touch the world, to say that we made the world better. But that's how life is, and you have to get to the stage in life where you're helping yourself to realize that there's so much more that you're capable of, that there's so much more that you can do with yourself, that there's so much more to say, there's so much more to write, there's so much more to learn. So you have to learn to grow, you have to learn to become your best version, and you have to be better than yesterday all the time. Always improving yourself, always making sure that you're becoming something greater for yourself, that you're becoming a greater image, something like God, that you're becoming an image of God. You understand? So recently I quit porn, okay? I quit porn and I quit coffee. So you have to understand that because of this situation, I'm in a new version that I've never been before in my life. So there was a stage before when I wasn't drinking coffee and I wasn't watching porn and I wasn't masturbating. And that's when I was younger, and I'm trying to get back to the younger self that I was. And I found myself going astray in life. I found myself trying to get back to the stage that I was at before. But it's hard, it's hard. It's not easy to get to the stage that you need to be at. It's not going to be easy. But nothing is easy in life. Nothing in this life is easy. Everything is effort. Everything you need to put effort in. Whether it be air writing, shitting, pissing, showering, grooming, making a bed, for example, cleaning up the room, making food for yourself, drinking something, taking yourself out somewhere, driving the car. It's all effort, Talking to people is effort, So you have to understand that you have to get to the stage where you can have a conversation with someone, a deep discussion with someone about life and opening up yourself to the point where you can expose yourself now, where you can tell people your habits and you can feel good about who you are, and you're not so much reserved, but you're looking to say something to someone, to connect with them, and to basically open up in a way that you guys have a connection. So you want to be able to learn from your situation, learn to prioritize things in your life. And when the weekend comes, you have to understand some people are not going to call you. And that happens to everybody. A lot of people won't call you on the weekend. And I've learned to deal with that. Like, for example, recently in my life, like for the whole year, none of them have called me on the weekend. And and that's how life is. Like, just move on from it, learn to deal with it in a positive way. Understand that those people never call you. They're never going to call you out. They're never going to call you to talk to their girls or whatever it is. They're never going to talk to you. Yeah. So just go your way. But you have to understand that it's not about getting their woman or getting their girls or anything like that. I'm saying that they're not going to hook you up with a woman. They're not going to do click funnels for you. They're not going to do anything for you. The only thing that they do for you is what they do for themselves. So they may make an event that you can go to, but you have to give them money so that they make money on you, and that's how they do things for you. So what you give money for is what you experience. So you have to understand that there's a lot of things in life that you can do to help yourself to understand life and to go through life, helping yourself to grow and helping yourself to become that version of yourself that you dream of. So you have to understand that in life you have to prosper, you have to grow, you have to get to the stage that you need to be at, and you have to understand that there's so much to do. There's so much to do in life, and you just have to solve problems. Solve lots of problems, Solve your own problems. Solve all your own difficulties. Try to overcome yourself. don't try to overcome yourself. I mean, try to conquer yourself. Try to conquer your mind. And what happens when I conquer myself? What I mean by this is becoming my best version. Overcoming my difficulties, getting to a better stage in life, prospering, growing, helping myself, being kind to myself, brushing my teeth, making myself something healthy to eat, taking myself out, enjoying life, not crying. This year I've cried maybe 30 times in 2024. I've cried heaps of times, man. That's a lot to cry, and I've cried about things related to friends, money, my mother, my dad, or whatever it is. I cried, just about life. I cried about God. Like, why does God allow all this to happen in terms of comparison? And you have to understand it's not easy, it's not easy to become something that you want to be. So you have to understand to have a perspective in mind, talk it out with yourself, have a positive emotion, talk lots of words, and try to prosper and try to get your message across to many people. Try to impact the world through online tendencies and through social media. But try to be making money online. You want to be making money online because that's an asset. Information is an asset that you can create for yourself in videos and audio programs and in quotes and images and everything. And you can sell that on ClickFunnels with paid advertising on social media. So you have to understand that that's where I'm headed in my life. But you have to understand that it takes time, to sum up all this information and to expose it and also to learn it, but also to get to a stage where now you are making money online finally. You know what to do to make money online. You're adding value to the world. You're coaching people. And now you're in a position where you're making money online, and that's helping you buy a car. That's helping you travel the world. That's helping you have a girlfriend and a wife, or to get married, you can buy a ring, or you can help yourself to do things with yourself that you wouldn't otherwise do because of resources that you may lack, but you got nothing to lose and you got nothing to lack. So there's nothing to lack in life, and you don't lack anything. You always have. You just want more. So more money, more sex, more kisses, more hugs, more friends, more connections, more learning experiences, more Jesus Christ, more God, more traveling, more houses, more real estate, more of everything, That's all you want. You just want more of everything, in your life, so that you can say, I have this now. I have all this now. I have all this wisdom. I have all this experience. I am now wise. I am now a better version of me because I achieved all this. So and then you want to be more better than yourself. So you want to be a better version than yesterday. That's another thing you want, because that's more. And you have to understand that you just want to get to a stage where you're saying, I'm content now with what I have. I'm satisfied. Now I'm just going to grow myself into a better version, or whatever it is, and the cycle goes on. So that's what I'm saying. You just want more love in your life. You want more kids. You want more sex, or you want more different positions in sex, or you want a certain thing in sex that you want a woman or a man to do with you, or you want to experience something like a blowjob, or having sex with a person in different ways, in specific ways, with a beautiful woman or a beautiful man who's hot, or there's something that you want in money that you want to give to someone, or you want to buy a present to someone, or something like that, or you want a better job, so there's always something better you want, like we have a lot of wants, but we need what we need, so we want to get to a stage in our life where we're prospering and we're growing and we're content with who we are, so we want to help ourselves, basically helping ourselves to love life, to experience life, to grow, to have something beautiful to say, to speak our minds, basically to be an overall person, to basically achieve our goals, that we say we achieved all that, so like we want to say, I achieved all that, that I lived a great life, so enjoy where you are now, enjoy your life now, regardless of how it is. Understand you got something in your life. Stick to something. Stick to something that you do have, and be happy just about that. Just be happy about what you do have. And then you'll find that more things will come into your life. More blessings, more growth, more of something that you actually desired so much in your life will come to pass. So understand you want sex from women, you want sex from men, you want to have kids, you want to have a house of your own, you want to have a Ferrari or a car of your own, or whatever it is. There's always something you want, but is it really what you need? Because what you need is different from what you want. I can want a Ferrari, but I actually need a Toyota. So you have to understand that. That's why everything you ever want, you can achieve it because you can speak it. You can speak and you can collaborate with people. You can be on television. You can go wherever you want to go with your life. And you always see that there's always something, like when you're in the house, you want to go outside for fresh air, go outside somewhere outside of the house. But when you're outside of the house, you want to come back home. It's always the opposite. It's like as soon as you're home, you want to go out. Or as soon as you go out, you want to come back home. Or when you go work, you want to come back home. Or when you're home, you want to go to work. So when you're traveling, you want to stop traveling. For example, when you stop traveling, you want to travel again. So it's like when you leave home to go traveling around the world, then you want to come just back home. So it's like that. It's always the opposite. It's like, I want a Ferrari, but I have a car. it's something like that, So you have to understand that it's what you make of it. It's like life is different in all angles. So you're looking to help yourself to prosper. You're looking to grow. You're looking to give of yourself. You're looking to give something to the world, and you want to give your experience to the world. You want to give your thoughts to the world. You want to help the world prosper through how you've prospered. But no one's watching your content. Let's say nobody's watching your content that you're putting out there. So what you can do is promote your content. You can promote everything. What you want heard, you promote it. You paid advertise it, basically. You can paid advertise all your content online. And that would solve your mystery or problem. So you realize that you just want to make money online, basically. And when you're making money online, then you're advertising your content for the world to hear you, because you're making money online. And then you're making events around people because you know how to make ClickFunnels work and landing pages with paid advertising. And now you can make events around people because you know how to do it. So it's a slow process. Make sure you're patient and make sure that you love yourself. So that's how it is in life. And then there's aspects of life where you wish you were younger so that you can hook up with those girls, so you can be aggressive with them, or so that you can, for example, touch them in ways that they want to have sex with you and all this kind of stuff, and to please you and you to please them, and to chase women again and all this kind of stuff, and drink alcohol and party and all that. But you have to understand that you're moving on. You're going into better times. You're moving into a new life, and just flow with it. Just flow with your life. Flow with a different type of vibe that you never experienced before. That's everything I want to say in this program. I hope that you guys have enjoyed, and try to live your life the greatest way you can.